Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start our lesson. And as you know me, my name is Anjum Satha. Please, if you have any question, drop me email anjum@ukc.co.uk and I'll try my best to get back to you. And please, can we look, what we learned during last lesson, few minutes, and then we'll start our proper session. So please, if you log in on our Moodle page and then look, please, assurance, which will go through. I'll start in 1 minute. Hope everyone will join. Audit and assurance. And today lesson will go through LO4 learning outcome 4. And the next lesson will be our about assignment discussion. Okay, thanks for joining. Welcome everyone. We'll start our lesson 4. Today lesson will go through LO4, which is learning outcome 4. Understand the need for the professional ethics when completing assurance engagement. Ethics are the moral principle, and we have the 5 professional code of ethics. Either member of any professional body. These are the very important. So let's do a bit recap. We discuss audit assurance, internal control, audit risk, ISA 500 types of assurance, audit risk, control risk, inherent risk. We had a discussion. So today lesson is about assurance, and always good to be impact, look and reflect, how much we know about ethics. So to remember easily, popular people chat in office, professional behavior, professional competencies and due care, confidentiality, integrity, and objectivity are the key principles which we can look around, and according to International Ethics Standard Board. Yes, according to International Ethics Standard Board. Okay, so today 4.1 explain the role of the professional ethics and like the professional behaviors. We'll discuss about the threads, to fundamentals of professional ethics. So a role of ethical codes in our organization. There are 2 types of approaches, please. One is called rule-based approach, which is mean you follow the rules. Other is called principle-based approach, which we use, and we'll look around self-review, uh, interest, advocacy, familiarity, and intimidation that leads to the compromised professional code of ethics. Okay, we'll start. It is vital, it's crucial for editors to be credible opinion, comply with the relevant ethical guidance. So we look around, ethics is concerned with the behavior and trying to ensure the editor's professional manners independent from their client, and the crucial that editors both. So follow the ethical guidance and perceive, the following ethical guidance, which we need to be make sure the information is true and in line with the concept. So we look around the professional code of ethics, either apply in ACC or any other awarding body, of course, IFA, which we can think about. So think about, please, everyone in the audit profession will remember the US company Enron and its editor, Arthur Anderson, back in 2001, and how they manipulate the things and the editor not manage to pick and not provide true and fair information. So that is very, very crucial, true and fair information to provide, editor. Okay. So guys, that is very, very crucial, which we need to be true and fair information, and that help, to achieve the objective. Okay, so we need to be make sure we'll pursue accordingly. Okay, ethics are the set, the moral uh, principle for the guided behavior. Ethical value are the exemptions and the beliefs which we look around the beliefs, yes, about the conditions constitute the right and the wrong behavior. Ethical values are held, both individual and the organization devise, ethical code and the code of conduct, with the implies and objective of the accounting profession is mastering the skill and the technique, developing ethical approach for acknowledging the duty of society, objective of the outlook, rendering the services to the highest standard and achieving acceptance for public. So principal, law, criminal, and civil criminal, if you don't follow the rules and regulation, the code of conduct like a staff handbook, the public interest accounting firm, the tax planning is illegal, which we can, but not tax avoidance. So we need to be look around the marriage allowance or various other. You can give advice to the client, but not conflicting. So please, these are the 5 professional code of ethics: integrity, straightforward, honest, employee, fair dealing, trustworthy, objective, uncompromised, bias, conflict of interest, undue influence, and professional competency, maintain the professional knowledge, skills, and diligently refrain from the disclosure of the confidentiality information from using such as the information from personal or third party and professional behavior, comply with the relevant rules, regulation, avoid any action that's bring the professional dis, disrepute. So we have to look around the professional code of ethics, and those we need to be followed. Okay. Self-interest, either member in practice or member, like if you're taking the gift for, are you recommending the company to someone to buy things from others? So that can be, or you work on the back and getting the commission off. So having the financial interest, developing upon the client's fees, have the close personal relationship, have the concern of losing the client and contingent fees. I'll save you and you will pay me this. That is this not acceptable. It's not a professional. It can be leads to the compromise the professional objectivity. Okay, so financial interests are implies incentives. So either you member in practice or member in business. We need to be look around. Self review mean if you maybe you work for to preparing account now in your move to the audit department and then it's checking your always is the integrity, objectivity, and checking your own, that can be leads to the compromise, preparing the data used in the reports you are required to check. So being asked to be review the data, justify, evaluate the decisions you have been involved. So we have to look around, not compromise. So familiarity, close personal relationship, former partners of the firm, accepting gift, like holidays and various other, having close personal relationship, long association with the business, and acceptance of significant gift. These all lead to be compromised. We don't want to be compromise our professional code of ethics. We need to be clear. Intimidation, treating the dismissal, replacement, if you don't do it this way, that can be our jobs will leak, so we can't reduce the quality where key fees down and the threat of the dismissal, dominant individual attempt to influence, thus it can be compromised our professional code of objective, integrity and objective, especially advocacy and acting on the behalf of an audit client and which is dispute with the third party, which that can be leads to the professional behaviors and objectivity. So we need to be look around these, we're not supposed to do either, member in practice. We have to create the culture of where true and fair practices promote within the organization, and that's bring organization credibility, like not enron, the front, we are making the business whatever we'll do and revalue our asset according to the future value, and we don't know about the future. Corporate governance, we have a clearly governance control, we have the remuneration committees and all, so we need to be make sure we look these in the light of, otherwise it can be compromise our professional code of ethics. So we have to be very very crucial. So we have to be look around in the light of these factors. Okay, so disciplinary procedures in our organization, engagement, safeguarding the resilience, opportunity to consult with other professionals that enhance the promote the professional values in our organization. So we can look around various. We have the ACC exams, and if especially ethical resolution, relevant facts. We can look around ethical issues involved, relevant fundamental principle, establish internal procedures, and look around the professional judgment, look around the materiality, the material methods, consult with others if we have the doubt, and we have the, it's called ethical revolution. If you have the whistleblowing concept, we can introduce. If you have the influence on, and you can maybe the last options can be leave the organization. Issues of consider the prior of accepting engagement, professional clearance, preconditions of an audit, reputation of the client, professional competencies. We can look around the risk. Risk is mean probability of the chance, money laundering, client due diligence management, and the fees. So these we need to be in line with, and we have to look around in the light of. Okay, so please next we can look around in the light of so new work, engagement letters, recommendation, tenders, responsibility, objectivities, standards, yes, deadlines, expert, basis of the fees, and offered assignment benefit without going a detail, except the independency, so not depends, and just for the sake of the heavy fee. Professional skepticism is an attitude of critical assessment, the use of the questioning mind, and prevent overlooking the suspicious circumstances, incorrect conclusion, and the editor should neither they assume the management is dishonest, or this mean attitude that include the alerting conditions. So documentation is very important. Note down conversation, client staff, and so on. Okay, so we have to look around ethical standard independency. Author gave the impartial opinion. The financial statement provide the true and fair information, and the professional competency. These professional code of ethics should follow, and we look the threads. We need to be make sure we compromise, not these due to we need to be eliminate thread of the member in professional appointment, second opinion, fees, remuneration, marketing, gift, and all. We need to be make sure we look different personnel when providing the non-assurance services, monitoring and management, the resilience of the revenue, different, rotating the staff, and safeguard to apply, where we can protect, so we have all the risk aspects, document, and be well aware of the system, what the clients, ethical standard, authorized disclosures, disclosure required by law. We need to be look around, don't discuss the client matters with any third party, confidentiality. So we need to be look around, working papers need to be secure and good reason. So we need to be keeping the record. So we have to look around advantage of principle and rule-based approach. Principle is more about the moral. We can set up our own standard and skills, ethical cultures. Disadvantage can be because it's not easy to find right answers, because different ethics can be different people near to, or different culture within our organization are different. So we can look around when we look the rule is a clear cut, you've been given the guidance in the rules, easy to enforce, but it can be loopholes can be found, the tick boxes mentality can be developed, we're not looking more than like we're looking the stakeholders, shareholders, metrics, and all. So we need to be look around criminal and civil laws. Please, criminal when you don't follow the laws, and civil is the when you don't follow the ethics, health and safety legislation, employment protection. These are the criminal if you don't follow, and if you don't follow the ethic, it can be penalties, reputations, and all. Self-regulatory, yes, bodies is responsible for setting and upholding the ethical standard. Financial reporting council setting the standards like international accounting standard, international audit and assurance standard. International federation of accountants is internationally, the body of representing all the major accounting bodies. We can look around the developed. So we need to be make sure, so these are all being well in line with, and otherwise it can lead to the professional code of ethics, and that can be create the moral principles. So we have to look around in the light of these, otherwise it can be compromised. So we have a consultative committee body, HMRC, custom and their department, and the guidance national crime agencies rules should be aware of. Integrity, objective, accountability, openness, and honesty, loan principle working in the public office. So those rules we have to follow if you're working in accounts as well. Code of conduct, the book of and SOP, standard operating procedures we can in line, and that should be set up, and creating a culture in sustainability, meeting the needs of current generation without compromising the needs which we have to promote, wider interest of the public in protected and corporate social responsibility, economic, social, and technological, and that triple bottom line concept can be used. Okay, responsibility of the finance, creating and promoting ethical culture, champion aims, sustainability, evaluating, quantifying the reputation, taking the social, environmental, and ethical factors and promoting sustainability. For organization, increase manufacturing for society, fewer product available, increase. So we need to be risk, not acting. Okay, different types of risk can be if we don't follow the ethics. Operational risk can be internal fraud, internal control, poor if we don't, if we have the operational issue. These can be risk, yes, reputational, litigation, process, people, system risk. Event risk, the physical, social, and political. The event can be the closure of the company, fine, continuous professional development, upskilling, embedding the new cultures, new rules, new practices. The AI are different, blockchain, how we can use it. So please, I included the videos to watch, in your time. That will also help you. So we ended Arthur Anderson Enron scandal. It's good to please. We can look around rule based and the principle based approach. Prepare ethics is the difficult areas in the different perspective rules. We need to be look around the guidance. We need to look around the standards, and that will help to resolve the issues in the organization. International Code of Ethics, Federation of Code of Ethics, Audit Practices Board, ACCA, International Accounting Standard Board. So these are all their standards, more up to date. So I included the link, please, to watch the video. That also help us to enhance our understanding. So in ethics, so today lesson we all discuss about ethics, 5 professional code of ethics. Ethics are the moral principle in Enron and Anderson role, and please, quite good to be explore why this is not being addressed. Is it their Adidas failures? Is the culture of and the trust of the public is significant drop? So we have to be look around those perspectives to increase, and professional values should be promoted. Okay, so that's all from my end. And next lesson, guys, please we look around our assignment. We copy the link here for further reading, and in between, if you have any question, drop me email anjum@ukuniversity.co.uk, and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. And have a lovely week. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye now.